Hi, this is a video about something that I'm working on. It's a Python script called Diary, and the idea, sort of a logging program. The idea is that you could add diary entries. So you might have a diary, and what you would do in a paper diary, and what you would do is write down the date and then some notes, went to the park, whatever it is, had such and such for breakfast. And that's basically what this allows you to do. And what it does is it tags them, it attaches to each diary entry a time, so you can use that information later. And also you can put in tags or keywords. So for example, the one that I just said, you might say, well, I had such and such for breakfast, and the keyword could be food. Maybe another might be breakfast. If you're worried about the amount of various nutrients you're getting, you might have something there also about that. Maybe you check your blood pressure and you would have that. So that's the idea of what this thing could do. So it's on GitHub, and my username is Dan Kelly, K-E-L-L-E-Y, and then it's under diary there. And if you clone it, you'll see this. You won't actually see the hidden directory because I don't have that in GitHub. That just contains some SQL scripts because I do this whole work in SQL, SQLite 3, and yes, that's just for testing, so it doesn't really matter. Now, in the readme.md file, maybe I'll look at the last 16 lines of that. Okay, and it's fairly long, and if you look through the whole thing, I'm not putting my hand on my heart and saying I think it's correct, but I'm sort of taking notes as to what the syntax might be, what the documentation might be. The syntax is still very plastic. So in this little playing around here, I've got some, I'm just going to sort of, maybe I'll do this. I'll split the window. And so the top one, I'm going to cut and copy and paste stuff from that top one. So I'm making an alias, which I will now run in the bottom one, so comma A. So what it's just done is it's removed, if there was a file named Dropbox/diary.db. So it's removed it. So now we're clear. And now what I'm doing, so I've actually installed this Python thing. I don't know if you call it an app or I don't know what you call it in Python, but so yeah, it's called comma D. It's just easier to type than diary, and there's no system command to start with comma. So I do that sort of a habit that I've started lately. Now I'll make another one, which might not show you here, but I'll just copy and paste it too. Let's see, maybe I will show it to you. So so what it's doing is it's showing me the contents of the database. If it's an empty file, that's what you get. Okay, so let's go. I'm going to add an entry. So a diary entry, and the entry will be, sorry, I didn't copy it. Just a second, why is it not copying it? Copy, paste. I don't know what that was all about. Okay, so basically I'll walk you through it. So comma D is my shorthand for the word diary. And the tweet says tweet or call. Those are sounds that birds might make. And after colon are tags, or I think I'm calling them tags. Tags or keywords or whatever you want to call them, categories. Okay, and one category is sound and the other category is bird. So I've just added that. Now, if I do comma C, we'll see the database. This is really only if you're familiar with how databases work, but if you're interested in that, you can see the whole database by that command. That's fine. I'm going to add a couple more items, though. I'm going to put one for meow. Am I having such a problem typing here? Put one for meow. I don't normally work this way using command line things. I normally type stuff, but okay, so that's good. So now I've got two things in there. I'll add one more thing, and this is something about a dog. Not the best examples, I understand. Okay, so the first one had what have we done? We've got in like line 124. We've cleared it. We've added meow. I'm not sure where the other one went, but so I can do that. I can see all the things that are in the diary by doing --list. And it looks very similar to what I just typed, except it begins with the time stamp. You can also do this. Export it to a CSV. It's called Write CSV, I think. Yeah. By the way, if you just do, you'll get help. And I should have done that before I showed that example. But okay, so now what it's doing is it's making a comma separated value thing. You might be able to see that this can be useful at this stage. Now I'm going to make it such that that you could select. So for example, you could write just the lines that have a certain keyword in them. Notice the keywords here are within quotes and there's commas inside that. So the CSV, this could be read by another program, right? So you could have a program that reads all your diary items that relate to animals, or that relate to sounds, or that relate to, anything. What's other things you could do? You can find the tags that are in the database at the moment. Animal's been used once, bird once, cat once, and sound twice.